Hello, sir. How are you today?
Hello, Pablo. I'm excellent. You've invited me onto LinkedIn to talk about sex, so I'm a little bit uncomfortable, actually.
I'm very, very comfortable because it's going to be fun. This is a taboo, but how is sex represented in advertising? We have brought some interesting campaigns, so let's see what we have.
Yeah, it's not the cliches either. It's not kind of sex used for the wrong reasons. It's a little bit more wholesome and family friendly than that. I'm Psembi, CCO at DDB in Melbourne.
My name is Pablo Gonzalez, and I'm Global Head of Creative at Dyson.
And we're talking about sex in advertising. Now, this is prompted by, I saw a piece, I think it's a really good piece. It's a quite long form for Doritos, starring Walton Goggins. I think there's been so many Walton Goggins campaigns recently. I'm nearly over Walton Goggins, but I found this really amusing.
Is it possible to be over Walton Goggins? Let's watch it.
Let's check it out.
Oh no, a leak. You must be the plumber.
I heard you need someone to fix your pipes.
I've been waiting for you all day.
Looks like you have a big problem.
How big are we talking?
Very big. Maybe I should go down there and take a good look. Microfractures in your drain assembly are compounded by gasket failure, culminating in a breach at the P-trap compression junction. Do I hear banging? Maybe I can help with the banging. Nope, all finished. So soon.
I'm afraid we don't have any cash.
Is there some other way we can pay you? Oh, I'm so glad you asked.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I have a couple of payment plans. 4 interest payments every 2 weeks, or 0% financing for 6 months. Pay it off in one lump sum.
Is that moaning I heard? Bonsoir. I was just shampooing my kitty.
Ah, how was the water pressure?
Why don't you come see for yourself, mister?
Forget it. He really only cares about the plumbing.
Doritos Golden Sriracha. Spicy,
Oh, yeah?
but not too spicy.
Knock, knock. Did anyone order a extra large sausage?
That would be me. Microfractures in your drain assembly. Sorry about that. These are my lines.
Is that a wrench in your pocket? Or are you just happy? Oh, no.
Yeah, this is a 2-piece universal pipe wrench.
This is a whole lot of pizza.
I'm a whole lot of man. That was pretty good. Sexy. Not spicy. Hello, Doritos.
Psembi, I think, is not the most original idea, but I love the concept. Spicy, but not too spicy. I thought it's very, very smart, and it's executed beautifully with the right actor that is very, very funny. It doesn't surprise me much, so I enjoy more the art direction more than the idea.
It's just so deadpan. Yeah, I agree. I feel like the idea we have seen before, but it is just so well handled, and he leans into his popularity in the nicest possible way, and it's just beautifully deadpan. So really interesting. And then you got excited because you're like, hey, I could talk about some really, really quite weird stuff.
Okay. This is very, get ready for this because this is very obscure. This is a campaign that happened when I was working in Spain. This is like 2011. There was a new agency called El Ruso de Rocky, which is the translation of the Rocky's Russian, which is the character in the movies. I don't know why they name it like that, but they started working for Getafe Football Club, which is a club that plays in La Liga. It's a very, very small club, not many fans. So what they said is, here we are, we're gonna create a Getafe themed porn film, and we're gonna put that film into sperm clinics around Spain, because if you use that film before donating sperm, there's way more chances that the baby is going to be a Getafe fan. That is the logic behind the campaign.
That does sound like science.
That is just pure logic. Shall we watch what they
10
did?
Years.
La última temporada, el Getafe ha sido uno de los equipos de primera al que menos gente fue a ver al campo. Eso demuestra un problema. Somos pocos. Pero la solución es sencilla. Está dentro de ti. Hablamos de donar esperma. Tu esperma. Cuantos más donantes, mejor. Para asegurarnos de que allí salga un auténtico seguidor, hemos hecho la primera película X del Getafe. Unos extraños acontecimientos sucedieron en una peña del Getafe que hicieron que se convirtieran en zombies. Zombies calientes.
Hola, soy la vecina del segundo.
Sexo. Zombies. Extraterrestres. Y 30 centímetros.
Mira qué pedazo de...
Zombies calientes del Getafe. Hemos hecho esta película porque tiene sentido pensar que si en el momento de donar tienes el Getafe presente, el sentimiento azulón se heredará. Esta película podrá verse en las clínicas de donación de esperma.
Old and it's about sex. So yeah, let's check it out.
Okay, tell me what you think about this.
Yep. Maybe it hasn't aged beautifully, has it? But I'm glad you brought it to my attention. So now I know that it exists. And it is ridiculous.
It is funny.
I do kind of think the premise
funny.
is hilarious, but it is also of its era.
The great thing about this is that it was sort of the beginning of the PR-driven initiatives where it was just an excuse to make some PR noise, and these guys put Getafe in the map. I remember seeing articles in The Guardian globally, internationally, but also they place themselves as one of the most creative agencies in Spain, and now they are pretty consolidated. So this, as a joke and as a very surreal thing that talks so randomly about sex, it was actually that is the most logical thing that happened in this campaign. It is not just about sex, but a picture in advertising times where the ideas were about making noise regardless of whatever else.
Yeah, regardless if we'd put off certain parts of the population, large parts, 51%. So I think that's kind of aged poorly, but I do think that is the reason that I guess sex is a recurring theme, because at least it gets people talking. I want to talk about Axe. Axe has gone back to telling the story about desire, but doing it in a way more modern way. And I'm not sure if that many people have actually seen these. I think they're making really interesting, odd stories about desire in a super modern way. I just think they're worth checking out.
I take a shower?
Excuse me? Can I take a shower?
And I said, yes, over there. Yes, over there. You want a cup of tea?
I have mixed feelings about this, Psembi, because obviously we have grown in the golden times of hacks when we saw all those iconic things that became part of culture. That they have aged a little bit badly, but sometimes the danger of making it feel like a bit more woke and contemporary sort of loses a little bit of the charm. I'm interested to know what you think.
I think I'm not sure if I agree entirely, but I do think maybe we won't play it, but I'll encourage people to check out the robber spot, which maybe is a more traditional telling of the story, but it's still a more traditional axe story, but still told in a more interesting way that feels like the balance of power between the characters is completely equal, and the women have a stronger story to tell. So it's not quite as transactional as acts of old. So I think maybe that's an even better example of it's still about desire and it's still the men that use it, but it's slightly more contemporary and not belittling perhaps. But I do agree with you that old work is iconic, and it's taken them a long time, I think, to come back to desire. For about 10 years, they kind of tried I think have been in the wilderness trying to find stories that they can tell. And now it feels like they're onto a vein and they figured something out. So let's see where it goes.
Definitely, they're finding their feet again. I would love to see sales of the product. I'd be surprised if they are still selling the same sort of volume that they used to when BBH was working on it. But yeah, it's an interesting brand that is trying to find their feet in a new way. I am a little bit overcritical because I think if what you want to talk about is about desire, appealing to that target, I want to show you an example that nails it. It's probably one of my top 10 ads of all time. This is the perfect execution for Old Spice. Perfect idea, perfect script, and perfect visual thinking. Shall we watch it?
Let's watch it.
If you have it, you don't need it. If you need it, you don't have it. If you have it, you need more of it. If you have more of it, you don't need less of it. You need it to get it. And you certainly need it to get more of it. But if you don't already have any of it to begin with, you can't get any of it to get started, which means you really have no idea how to get it in the first place, do you? You can share it, sure. You can even stockpile it if you'd like, but you can't fake it. Wanting it, needing it, wishing for it. The point is, if you've never had any of it, ever, people just seem to know.
Could you run it now, Pablo?
100%.
You could.
That could run tomorrow, don't you think?
Yeah.
You don't agree?
No, I do agree. I do.
It is so smart. It is so well written. The thing that is happening in the back where the painting keeps going. I think it has so many layers of genius that I think it's from Widens Portland. And honestly, I was so impressed when I saw it for the first time because it's not only the delivery, it's the perfect celebrity to do that. Everything that surrounds it is just perfection to me. And if you want it, you don't have it.
And the fires.
And people seem to know.
Everyone knows. Read the comments in YouTube, get onto the comments and kind of go through them. They're enjoyable to read as well. Fantastic. Well, Pablo, I don't think we're going to get cancelled. I think we've had a very well-rounded conversation about sex and advertising. And
sex that is executed in a way that feels slightly lateral and weird. And I think we will keep the radar on, and we can make a second part.
Why not? Never say never. Thank you, Pablo.
Thank you, my friend. Have an awesome night, and I'll speak to you next week.
Bye.